Hey team, how y'all doing today? So today I want to talk about how you can get credit score and then debt to income ratio inside HYROS. And then you can see this data at the campaign level, at the ad set level, and then even at the ad level. And then there's a whole bunch of other things that we can do actually with this information. I'm going to go over that today. So basically, the way that you can get credit information is if, like, let's say you're running ads and then the ads are then pointing to like a VSL funnel, right? And then the VSL funnel asks a set of questions, like a qualifying questionnaire, so to speak, where if they are qualified, they get sent to like a closer's calendar, they book a call, and then they get on a call with the closer for a high ticket offer, okay? Before they get on that call, you can actually gather credit score, debt to income ratio, and we can also generate available credit, personal income, household income, age. We can pull a whole bunch of things, and that right there can actually be then transferred into HYROS if you have a software called LeadFi. Okay, so LeadFi has actually made a partnership with CQ Marketing, and what we're actually able to do, and to my knowledge, we're the only agency that actually can do this, is that we can take the LeadFi data that they provide, right when someone opts into your funnel, only using name, email, and phone number, then LeadFi can actually pull a soft credit check on that person, and then put it into a contact record inside of your CRM. Most people use Go High Level, but just to give you an idea what that looks like inside the contact record, right here we have Go High Level pulled up, okay, and then we have the LeadFi data. So we have like SQL, they're tier 1. I'll explain what that is in just a second. They have a 586 credit score, and then the credit limit amount is 14K, okay? So what SQL and NQL is defined as with LeadFi is 100K in income and a debt to income ratio of less than 50%. That's tier 0. Tier 1, 10 to 30K in available credit with debt to income ratio of less than 50%. And then tier 2 and tier 3, 30 to 50, and then greater than 50K in available credit with debt to income ratio of less than 50%. Okay, that right there is what's considered SQL, and or access to less than 10K is considered NQL. But that's the information that LeadFi will provide you, and then we can see this information inside HYROS, okay? So the way that we do that is once you're actually getting the data from LeadFi into HYROS, or actually inside your CRM, we can then make an automation. And this automation can basically just be done using Zapier or Make or N8N, it doesn't matter, but we'll basically be able to pull the credit score and then the pre-qualification SQL/NQL data into HYROS. And what that looks like is if we go inside the lead stages right here, we can see pre-qualification SQL. I'm sorry, right here. Pre-qualification SQL, we have like 101 leads right there. Pre-qualification NQL, 98 leads right there. So now with that data coming into HYROS, we can then even generate a report inside HYROS. And then, like, let's just say we wanted to look at it for a specific date range, or like this week, for example. And then we just click on columns and we go to lead stages. And then we just look at pre-qualification SQL. Looks like it's right there. Let me just drag that to the top. Cool. So now we can see which campaigns, ad sets and ads. Actually, I think that's the wrong one. They have like 2. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, cool. I was able to find the right one. But now what we can do is we can see this pre-qualification SQL, and then we can even look at the ads for this week. So now we can click on Meta, and we can see like which ad account, and we can see what campaigns are actually driving SQLs, okay? And then we go to the ad set, and we can click on this, and then we can see all the ad sets that are driving SQLs, and then we can go to the ads level, and we can see which ads are providing us the highest quality of clients that are about to get on a call with us, okay? And so then with this data, we can then look inside here. We can see this person, okay? And then we can even grab this tag right here. So this tag represents an ad that is generating high quality leads, as well as this tag right here. So this right here is a part of the automation, okay? So when we actually drive this data in, we're actually driving a stage as well as a tag inside HYROS. And what we can do is we can create a custom audience inside HYROS using this tag. So I can copy this tag, and then right after I'm done with that, I can then go inside settings, integrations, and then go to meta, and then go to audiences, and then I can look up my audiences, and then I can create like a HYROS LeadFi audience, and then I can start to synchronize leads with debt to income ratios of less than 50% and have solid available income to buy a high ticket offer. Okay, so that right there is just creating the audience and then looking at the data. But then it gets even better. Okay, we can actually send this information off to Facebook to train the pixel. Okay, so you can do like a triple whammy here. You can see the data inside HYROS, right? And then you can create an audience for like retargeting purposes or even like a lookalike audience. And then you can even train the pixel solely off of SQLs, okay? If you wanted, okay? And then we can even do one more thing inside HYROS, and that right there is create a custom metric based on. So if I go to settings, and then I go, so this right here is just my dashboard area. If I go to settings, and then I want to select the metric, and then I want to create a metric, and then click on a formula, I can take the cost of Facebook ads and divide that by my pre-qualification SQL. You can see all these different credit scores are inside here as well. But I can actually see how much money do I need to spend in order to get an SQL in the door. And if I'm spending X amount of money to get an SQL in the door and X amount of SQLs are booking calls with me, and then on average my sales team is closing X percentage of booked calls that show up, well then we'll make this much money. So you can almost do predictive modeling when you actually, see right there, pre-qualification SQL, and then you can just name it like cost of SQL. And then we can create that metric right there, and then you can see this information. And if you need any assistance with this, please let me know. I'll also drop my link below just so you guys can book a call with LeadFi if you don't already have it. But LeadFi is an amazing tool that will actually help you to see, like, before someone gets on a call with you, if they actually are qualified. Because a lot of the time people will lie on a questionnaire, right? Yeah, if you have any questions, guys, thanks so much. Just let me know. Bye-bye.